Now know which house it was, 1201 Northeast 83rd Street here in Miami. You can see parts of that front gate that was essentially pushed through by those feds as they raided this.
Got a bag and everything you can name. It's one of my closets. Always make sure it look like Nina's. So.
On Monday, April 16th, federal agents raided Floyd Mayweather's homes in Miami and Las Vegas while he was out of the country, and their findings have only made matters worse for him. It's hard to believe, but there was actually a secret room in Floyd's Miami mansion that contained millions of counterfeit dollar bills. Does this mean that the stacks of cash he flaunts on social media are actually fake? Well, that's what federal agents have just uncovered.
Money made, that's all I do is get money. Today is a Rose Bowl day, as you can see. Arnold Schwarzenegger, limited edition AP, all factory. 1.8 million right here. The $20 bills section. We like to call this the Andrew Jackson section, but I like to call it wallpaper. 200,000 in 20s. I heard in the song you can get the biggest Chanel bag in the store if you want it. Well, it's the biggest Chanel bag in the world. I got this bag from Karl Lagerfeld, R.I.P.
But that's not all. Investigators have also discovered documents tied to certificates of illegal ventures and unregistered properties located in New York, Los Angeles, Miami, and other parts of the United States. In response, authorities have locked down the boxing legend's homes and frozen his bank accounts in an attempt to pressure him into returning to the country. Federal agents have now launched a full-scale investigation into both his personal and professional dealings, amid growing concerns of bankruptcy and fraud. Homeland Security, along with local law enforcement, recently carried out coordinated raids on his residences in Las Vegas and Miami. While several media outlets reported on the events, most offered only shallow details, leaving fans in the dark about the true reasons behind the raids. On April 16, 2025, a spokesperson for Homeland Security Investigations, HSI, told TMZ that HSI New York had executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation, with support from HSI Las Vegas, HSI Miami, and other local partners. They added that more information would be shared as the investigation unfolds.
And some neighbors telling us that they saw at least 2 people detained last night by authorities. It's unclear if anyone was arrested. Other neighbors describing this home.
According to NBC News on April 16th, federal agents interviewed 3 women and 1 man in Miami as part of an ongoing investigation into allegations involving fraud, scam-related deals, financial crimes, falsified documents, and breach of contract. The outlet also reported that 3 additional interviews have been scheduled in connection with the case. Following the police raids on Floyd Mayweather's properties in Las Vegas and Miami, attention quickly turned to several serious lawsuits linked to the boxing legend. Multiple news organizations and law enforcement sources have connected these legal actions to the recent wave of accusations leveled against Mayweather, painting a clearer picture of the growing scandal.
The investigation lingering into the night, with Miami police assisting federal investigators bringing in the heavy artillery, spotted inside from across a canal, rummaging through items at the house, their boats still docked outside as they canvassed the property in full gear, guns drawn.
Whatever they did.
Upon questioning, several law enforcement sources indicated that the raids were likely connected to Floyd Mayweather's alleged involvement in financial fraud and criminal dealings, as numerous individuals and organizations continue to come forward with serious accusations against him. Meanwhile, local Los Angeles news outlet Fox 11 aired a video that appeared to show multiple individuals in handcuffs near one of the raided properties. Among them were 2 people believed to be members of Mayweather's family. Authorities clarified that these individuals were not under investigation for any crimes related to Mayweather's case, but were temporarily detained outside while agents conducted a thorough search of the premises.
Their job well, because you haven't heard anything, and commend the Miami PD or SWAT or whatever they were. They did their job well.
For those who live nearby,
local news also aired video footage showing armed law enforcement agents in full tactical gear patrolling the grounds of Floyd Mayweather's Beverly Hills residence. It was widely reported, however, that Mayweather was not present at any of his properties during the raids. The news outlet later spoke with representatives from Homeland Security, who confirmed that the actions were part of an ongoing federal investigation. This week, both his Miami and Las Vegas homes were thoroughly searched by authorities. As the story continues to go viral, Mayweather's alleged criminal involvement is quickly overshadowing his boxing legacy. Law enforcement agencies are still actively investigating, and with Mayweather's current whereabouts unknown, his location has become a major focus in the unfolding case. Mayweather had shared images on social media suggesting he was traveling to China, complete with captions reinforcing the narrative. However, flight records tell a different story. His actual destination was confirmed to be Dubai, raising further questions about his intentions and fueling speculation about his efforts to avoid law enforcement. Following the raids on Floyd Mayweather's properties, several figures within the boxing world have come forward to share their perspectives on the unfolding situation. Some even making startling claims about additional undisclosed crimes allegedly committed by Mayweather. While the information released by law enforcement and the media may appear credible, many believe there are deeper, hidden details surrounding the raids that have yet to be revealed to the public.
All marble kitchen with the Versace glasses only. As you guys can see, Versace glasses.
While the connection between the raids and the allegations seems plausible, many are left questioning the credibility of the claims, especially considering that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has neither been arrested nor formally summoned for questioning. Typically, when serious allegations are made, the individual in question is actively sought out and investigated, but this has not been the case with Mayweather. However, a former employee of Mayweather has since shed light on the real reason behind the home raids. According to this anonymous source, the raids were indeed tied to the numerous allegations that have been raised against Mayweather in recent times.
Go in the middle door. Open the middle door. You want to go in? Push it.
However, there were specific details about Mayweather's homes mentioned in the allegations that federal agents needed as concrete proof of his involvement. One such detail was the existence of a secret room. Mayweather's former employee revealed that this secret room was a major factor behind the federal agents' interest. According to the source, the raids weren't just about the allegations themselves, they were directly linked to them, but also about gathering sufficient evidence before making any moves against Mayweather. Many of the lawsuits claim that this secret room housed fake currency and fraudulent documents, which investigators likely sought to uncover. Allegations from multiple sources suggest that Floyd Mayweather used these hidden rooms to carry out various illegal activities, further fueling suspicions surrounding his actions.
Showing people into my lifestyle, showing people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
In one of the lawsuits filed against Floyd Mayweather Jr., it was claimed that the former world champion had hundreds of cameras installed throughout his homes in Las Vegas and Miami. While working for Mayweather, his ex-employee discovered that the boxing legend had hidden cameras in some of the secret rooms of his properties. This claim aligns with the details mentioned in the lawsuit, suggesting that the raids were not just about the allegations, but were also an attempt to gather further evidence against Mayweather. With this new information, there's a strong possibility that Floyd Mayweather could face arrest once authorities decide to focus fully on the allegations.
What? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm pointing like this because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. This is what we do. Come on. You know what I mean?
A jewelry store recently filed a lawsuit against Floyd Mayweather, accusing him of unpaid debts, breach of contract, and involvement in fraudulent deals and other financial crimes. The court documents further allege that Mayweather had been running an illegal operation with his chief of staff for years. For as long as anyone can remember, Floyd Mayweather has been synonymous with two things: unparalleled boxing talent and immense wealth. Known as the richest boxer in history, Money Mayweather flaunted his fortune with yachts, jets, lavish shopping sprees, and more. But now, boxing insider Rick Glazer has dropped a bombshell that could land harder than any punch Mayweather's ever thrown. His fortune may not be as untouchable as it once seemed. And who saw it coming? None other than rapper 50 Cent.
Andre Durrell, IBF champion Billy Dib, WBA champion Celestino Calabero. You know, so we brought them over. I brought them over while Floyd was, still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going,
All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
Let's take this story back to where it all started. In October of last year, a report from The Real Deal revealed that the retired boxing legend had invested a staggering $42 million in 60 buildings, which included roughly 1,000 affordable housing units. This was just one of many major investment moves Floyd Mayweather made in New York City's real estate market. But it wasn't long before 50 Cent entered the picture. After a shopping spree in New York, Mayweather appeared on The Tonight Show, starring Jimmy Fallon, where he made bold claims about his business portfolio. I don't know the exact number I own right now, but somewhere upwards of 100 buildings or more. I think 99% of my buildings are in New York City, Mayweather proudly stated.
when you gonna give me the money?
Because you're already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail. Right. So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when, but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardless. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, to...
Yo, when are you gonna give me the money, though? You already invested, right? So when are you giving me your half of it back? But I ain't trying to press him, because he just got out of jail. So it's like, let him cool off before you hit him with that. Was that in the millions? I'm sitting there thinking, so when's that gonna happen? But I know the fighters are assets in themselves, right? Their talent is valuable regardless. So I'm looking at him like, ain't no pressure? But I'm just saying, when's he gonna wanna get his share?
Yeah.
This looked like a friendship that was gonna last a lifetime. What the hell happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
Well, he changed his mind.
Now, what do you mean he changed his mind?
Like, as he was actually going in to jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather promotions.
Right.
Then as he actually got in, I took a look. I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC, there's no seal.
This didn't sit well with 50 Cent, who quickly took to Instagram to respond, writing, "Oh my God, if it's safe to say, I should say LOL, Champ is the richest special student, LMAO." The 2010 Grammy Award winner wasn't done there. He posted, again taking more jabs at the retired boxing champ. "Oh damn, wait, I think Champ thinks he owns those buildings. They're beating him out of the money. He says he doesn't know what he owns. Somebody tell Champ he just publicly said he lives in New York. They'll come and take 58% of any income he has," the rapper wrote. 50 Cent didn't stop at that. He went a step further by posting an image of Mayweather dressed as Pinocchio, complete with the trademark long nose, suggesting that Money Mayweather was lying.
Said that 50 Cent knocked Mayweather out.
Nope. I didn't knock Floyd out. I should have knocked Floyd out. It's kind of hard to hit Champ. Even when he's standing right in front of you, start moving and with the shoulder block and everything, so it get hard to hit Champ.
Over 100 buildings and 99% in New York, LOL. That's cap, Champ. We should slap the hell out of you, 50 Cent wrote in his post, adding, "Laugh my head off, GLG, Greenlight Gang. Let's work." The tension between 50 and Floyd goes way back, as does their ongoing feud. Media reports have highlighted numerous clashes between the two, making this seem like just another round in their public rivalry. However, things took a turn when boxing insider Rick Glazer confirmed updates regarding Mayweather's financial struggles. In light of 50 Cent's comments on Mayweather's New York real estate claims, Glazer shared a new update on the boxing champ's finances, suggesting there might be some truth to 50's accusations. "Rumors of Floyd Mayweather Jr. being in financial trouble are hard to swallow, but they're deeply rooted," Glazer wrote. He went on to mention that Mayweather is frequently seen splurging on expensive jewelry, watches, cars, and even private jets, further fueling speculation about his financial situation.
Did you and Floyd get into a fight or a shoving match before?
Yeah.
Who won that?
I won every time.
Every time?
No.
Every time.
No, we had twice. We got into it.
Like a real altercation?
Yeah, like one was with the...
Did he put that shoulder back on you? Because I'm thinking
Nah. It was more like out of reflex, though. Like, big punch.
Glazer expressed hope that the rumors he had been hearing weren't true, stating, "Let's hope it's not true. It would be a real fall from grace for the former fighter known as Money." While it's still unclear whether there is any truth to the rumors, legitimate doubts have arisen about whether Mayweather truly purchased apartment buildings in Manhattan. According to Business Insider in March 2025, public property records in New York City show no ownership transfers connected to Mayweather. Additionally, the New York City Housing Partnership confirmed that they were unaware of any such deals. Despite this, it seems Floyd Mayweather might be facing some serious issues. Although nothing has been officially confirmed, as more details emerge, the full picture will hopefully become clearer. For now, it raises a pressing question. Is Money Mayweather actually running out of money?
Just where you touched upon the Floyd Mayweather Jr. situation, I don't know how much you spoke about this since you retired, but how close was that fight?
Really
with you and
close.
him?
It was really close that we ended up getting contracts signed. So I ended up getting my side of the contract signed, which was sent by Floyd Mayweather Promotion. And when he come to me, I ended up signing it. And then the worst thing the worst thing I did was to make an announcement that I've signed the contract.
Shifting away from his controversial real estate dealings, Amir Khan criticized boxing icon Floyd Mayweather for promoting war and profiting from his pro-Israel stance. Mayweather has been an outspoken and consistent supporter of Israel, making multiple trips to the country, donating funds and equipment, and meeting with Israeli leaders and military personnel. He also received the Champion for Israel Award from Aish Hara for his efforts in combating anti-Semitism and hate. However, his support for Israel has sparked significant backlash. In December, Mayweather faced a public attack in London over his stance on Israel and the Jewish people. Witnesses claimed that while shopping, Mayweather was asked why he supported Israel. One onlooker reported, according to the NY Post, he doubled down and said he was proud to support the Jews. The witness further noted that the attack appeared to be highly targeted.
Contract with Floyd Mayweather. You see, now I know how Floyd must have felt. He was the A side then, and I know how it would felt if I was fighting someone and I'm the A side and someone did that. You know, you find it disrespectful. So yeah, I was young then. I was a little bit, I got a little bit excited and said, you know what, I'm going to announce it. Must have been about 24, 25. But look, it is what it is. That fight never happened, but it was a fight that, look, we have mutual respect for each other. But it would have been nice to have that.
The attack came just days after the 15-time world champion launched the Mayweather Israel Initiative, a charity fund aimed at supporting Israeli orphans. During a recent interview with Poker Firma, Amir Khan was highly critical of Mayweather's constant need to flaunt his wealth wherever he goes. "It's sad, but look, karma is crazy," Khan said. "The thing is, look how arrogant he was. He's flaunting money. You can't throw money around and show it off like that to people. There's so much poverty in the world, and if he's flaunting and throwing money at strip clubs, it's not right. When we flaunt money, we spend it on investments. He's flaunting his wealth, being filthy rich and trying to put everyone else down. I think karma is just so crazy in that situation."
Look, I would never have got that fight regardless. I think in their head, they didn't want to fight me. I was a bad style for Floyd Mayweather, especially after the Alexander fight. The whole world media, ESPN, you name it, everyone was talking about Amir Khan's next fight is going to be Floyd Mayweather. Floyd, obviously, with all the ego he had, he didn't want it. He just obviously wanted to show that he's the A side all the time. He's the nice guy to pick who he wants. Then he went in and fought Maidana twice, even though he did a poll, and twice we won the poll.
Khan went on to claim that Mayweather was profiting from his pro-Israel stance. How did he know this? The former British boxing champion revealed that he himself had been offered financial compensation for publicly supporting Israel. Secondly, with the war going on in Palestine and Gaza, look at him, Khan continued. He's totally picking Israel's side. He says, "I'm going to support the soldiers." But those soldiers are killing innocent people. I think he's lost a lot of fans that way. Because for him, he doesn't care which side he picks as long as he's going to make money. The Israel side has 100% offered him money. My wife and I have been messaged and received calls from people saying, "Support the Israel side and you will financially benefit." But no, I don't want to do that. Floyd just wants money, and you can see how karma works in crazy ways. Now, there are reports about him being broke or losing money. I've never really respected him for some of the things he does.
That's the problem he's going through. I think it may be getting real.
Wow, that's crazy, man. And you would figure his big homie Al Heyman would rectify it.
Al's a powerhouse. Al's that dude. Al should be able to rectify anything. He's a Harvard lawyer. He's smart. He got PBC. Correct. He raised a couple of billion.
I've lost a lot of respect for him since he started picking sides, Khan stated. We don't want to be standing there promoting war, but that's exactly what he's doing by standing on the Israel side. In addition to his controversial stance, Mayweather has also found himself in hot water over a cryptocurrency issue. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, issued a warning to fans, cautioning them against investing in Floyd Mayweather's scams. The SEC urged investors to be cautious of investment advice posted on social media platforms and to avoid making decisions based on celebrity endorsements. Stephen Pekin, co-director of the SEC's Enforcement Division, remarked, "Social media influencers are often paid promoters, not investment professionals, and the securities they promote, whether issued using traditional certificates or on the blockchain."
He got all the money in the world. I think they may not want it. Some different countries be wanting different things. Think about it. How many times have, we've been involved with something and we go, "Nah, man, we just throw some paper at it." And I'm talking back in the days when we was doing our little 1-2s.
Correct.
And nah, they don't want to drop the case. You'd be like, "I'll put the money up for the lawyer. I'll put the money up for the bail." They don't want to drop it.
The entire world is eagerly awaiting Floyd Mayweather's return, wherever he may be. He is expected to return to the United States as soon as possible to resolve the situation, but there's a strong possibility he might not be coming back. This is due to his fear of being arrested once he falls into the custody of federal agents. If he does return, there's a high likelihood he could be taken into custody. However, investigations are still ongoing regarding the numerous allegations against him. It appears he's in serious trouble, and this situation may not resolve anytime soon. There's a real chance Floyd Mayweather could end up back in prison, considering his previous stint about 13 years ago. What are your thoughts on the allegations of fraud, bankruptcy, and financial crimes against him? Do you believe he's guilty of all these charges, or are they just false claims from those who envy his success? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. That's all for now. For the latest updates on news, moments, events, and action in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to turn on notifications to get alerted whenever we post quality content like this. Until next time, peace.